Greetings Capricorn and welcome to your month ahead spread for the month of November 2015. This reading is for you if your sun, moon, or rising signs are in the sign of Capricorn. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling here. Now, of course, I have already extensively shuffled to mix up all the cards real good. So the purpose of my shuffle here is just to let the appropriate cards for you, Capricorn, come up to the top of the deck. So if I was doing this reading for you one-on-one in person, I would actually have you tell me when to stop shuffling. I like to do that because it really shows my client that they're actually the one choosing the cards. It's your energy that chooses the cards. So in this case, I'm doing a more general reading for all Capricorns, and of course it's recorded. So I'm acting as a catalyst, connecting to your energy as a whole, the energy of all Capricorns, and using that to know when to stop shuffling, using that to know when the appropriate cards for you have come up to the top of the deck. All right, so the first card we're going to look at here is how you're feeling heading into this month. So how you're feeling leaving October behind and approaching November. And we have the Five of Pentacles. Most likely October has been a little of a hard month for you financially. You've really felt like you've been struggling to make ends meet. You're just really in a vibration of lack. You really feel like you just don't have enough of the material goods that you need, don't have enough money, don't have enough resources. So you've really just been immersed in this almost poor-mindedness, this just feeling like you don't have what you need. And of course, the thoughts that you've had about your certain situation, your thoughts are continuing to create your reality. So the more you have these thoughts, oh, I don't have enough, that's exactly what you're going to see in your life. So I think you've really been working with this using your thoughts to create your reality. And if it's not something that you've been aware of, perhaps November is the time to shift your focus to this, to bring your awareness to these thought patterns that you have. Switching those thoughts from feelings of lack to feelings of abundance. But I really like to write affirmations and then tape them somewhere that I'm going to see them. So on my mirror or on my front door, just somewhere where I'll see it. And when I see it, I say it. So I am abundant would be a really simple mantra that would work really beautiful for you right now, Capricorn. Just taking that simple affirmation, saying it multiple times a day, writing it, singing it, just getting it into your subconscious so that you can switch from this energy of not having enough, of not having the finances, of not having the material goods that you feel you need, to in moving towards a more abundant lifestyle where you feel successful and prosperous, and you feel that you do have enough, that you are enough. Card number 2 here is your general forecast for the month ahead. So your general forecast, Capricorn, for the month of November. We have the Two of Swords here. I feel like this card is really referring to those negative thought patterns that we've just been talking about. This card here is really representing being in denial or being blind to a certain decision or choice that you have. And I feel like for you, you've really been falling into the more victim mentality of things, really feeling like, oh, well, it's not my fault, it's out of my control. But in fact, it is in your control. You have the power to change your thoughts and change your beliefs and therefore create an entirely new reality for yourself. This woman here, she has a blindfold on, her arms are crossed, she's holding these heavy swords, but really she could drop the sword, she could take her blindfold off, and she could walk away. She does have the power to do so, and you can see that by her yellow shoes here. Yellow is the power color, and she has the power to walk away with those yellow shoes. And for you, I feel like the message of this card is that yes, there is a lot of emotional turbulence inside of you that you might not really want to look at. I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart, and I understand how that energy really, we don't exactly like to look at our emotions necessarily. It's not something that we're really comfortable sitting with. But you can see behind this woman here, there's lots of water in the background. So there's lots of emotions that you could look at or you could continue to ignore. And I feel like that's the big choice here. Those emotions, which are manifestations of your thoughts and your emotions are very connected. So these emotions that are inside of you, I feel like what this card is saying is that it's time. It's time to take the blindfold off. It's time to drop these heavy swords. And it's time to walk through this ocean of emotions. Because once you do, I feel like a lot of healing will come from this. Going through this process will really help you bring awareness to your negative thoughts and patterns and habits that you have created through your lifetime. And especially these feelings of lack, of not having enough. They really are self-created in a way. So changing your beliefs and becoming open to prosperity from all different resources, from all different sources, and really knowing that you have the power, that you have the power to create your reality and to create abundance in your life. Card number 3 is your upcoming challenges. So your upcoming challenges for the month of November. And we have the Devil. So there isn't a very traditional meaning of the Devil card in tarot, but I will share with you my personal symbolism or my personal take on the Devil card. For me, the Devil represents the ego or the lower self or the pain body. Now, all of these terms refer to a part of us that really it's looking out for our safety in the long term. But the ego, the lower self, they'll do whatever they can to stay safe, or what they think safety is. So if that's keeping you stuck in the same comfort zone that you've been in, if that's keeping you stuck in these old patterns, these old habits, well, the ego will keep you there because that's where it's comfortable and that's where it feels safe. So the Devil for you, Capricorn, is that little voice inside of you that wants you to stay stuck. It's that little part of you that wants negativity in your life. Because if we do have negativity in our life, we are creating it somehow. And that means there's something in us that wants that negativity, that wants that pain. So that's what I call the pain body. And it's all these different aspects that are inside of us that are not us. But they are an energy that we learn about in this lifetime as humans. So all of these different aspects, this is what I believe the Devil represents. It's the tendency to do what's not good for us instead of doing something that could be healing and beautiful for us. It's that tendency to choose something self-destructive or harmful instead of something that could be enriching and just healing in general. So that's what I believe the Devil represents. And so this is coming up in your upcoming challenges, Capricorn. So I think you're really going to be struggling with this feeling inside of you that wants to stay stuck, that wants you to stay hurt, that wants you to stay in this vibration of lack, that wants you to stay poor and needy and feeling like you don't have enough, that wants you to stay blindfolded. So really bringing awareness to this voice and making conscious decisions to listen to it or to put it aside and make a different choice. So really working with that energy this month. And it will be challenging, of course, since it is coming in the challenges position. Some of the greatest challenges make some of the greatest healing. If we did not have those challenges, we would not have that healing. We would not have the lessons. So the Devil is a powerful card and it's powerful energy. It means powerful healing is coming on the way. Card number 4 is your good fortune, blessings, and abundance. So this is all the beautiful, beautiful stuff coming your way in November. And we have the Emperor, and I think this is a great card to follow the Devil. The Emperor is a very disciplined man. He sits on his throne, he makes logical decisions, he makes unemotional decisions. He's very, okay, this is how it is, and okay, I understand what I need to do, and I feel grounded and stable while doing it. And I feel like this energy, this Emperor energy, will come very naturally to you this month, Capricorn. In tarot, the Emperor is the archetypal father, and in the zodiac, Capricorn is the archetypal father as well. So we're really drawing on some of those innate qualities from your zodiac sign this month. That sense of discipline, that sense of success. You are a very success-minded sign, really wanting to go out and create a business or just really go out and create your reality. I feel like that's the big message here and the big lesson in this month is that you have these innate talents to create your reality. And it's just making that decision, making a decision like the Emperor would between choice one and choice two, between staying with the devil or moving past and evolving past this need to stay in the negative. So I do feel like these decision-making process will come very easily to you this month. And although you will have that kind of nagging voice inside of you that says, oh no, no, pick this, and you kind of know it's not that good for you, I think it's going to be easier for you to resist the temptation to immerse yourself in that harmful energy. I think, though, you will hear a lot of that energy because that is part of the lesson, is hearing it and bringing awareness to it. However, I feel like the action, what you're going to do about hearing that negative voice, so to speak, it's going to come very easily to you to say, no, I don't really want to do that. So that's a real gift in your learning, certainly. So the last card in this spread is this month's lessons. I already talked a little bit about learning. I love this subject. I think every situation, everything that happens to us, there's something to be learned from it. There's some way that we can grow, we can evolve from it. So what are your lessons, Capricorn, for the month of November 2015? And we have the Chariot. We have some really powerful cards here. The major arcana cards really signify major life changes, and we've just had 3 in a row. So there's going to be some really high intensity energy this month. I think the Chariot is a really wonderful card to get because while the devil represents the more negative aspects of the ego, the Chariot really represents the more positive aspects of the ego. So having pride in oneself, knowing who we are and feeling good about ourselves, being successful, going out there and making things happen, feeling powerful, and really having that self-confidence, having the healthy amount of self-confidence. Because if we had too much when we kind of go into arrogance, that would be more the devil, that would be more the negative aspects of the ego. So I feel like your lessons this month are really about building the ego in a positive way, about using those innate qualities of the Emperor, the innate qualities of a Capricorn, and using that to build yourself up, to build your sense of self, and to build your sense of power. We have this wonderful yellow in the background of the Chariot here, and we talked about yellow too with her feet here, having that power. The yellow connects to the solar plexus chakra, which is right between our ribs, the bottom there. And that is our power center. That is the chakra that we connect to when we go out and make things happen, when we have high self-confidence and a high sense of self-worth. So I really feel like that's the sort of energy and that's the sort of lessons you're going to be learning this month. You will find yourself in situations where you have the choice to stand in your power or to submit to the devil energy. The choice is yours, and your learning will build on whatever choices you make. So this concludes your reading for November 2015. If you're interested in a personalized reading, you can find the link to my Etsy shop in the description below.